Hi guys, it is Thursday the 2nd of June and today I'm going to do a rune reading, but I'm going to do it with a difference. I'm going to be using my crystal, to find what we're looking for, but I'm only going to do 2 runes. You might ask why? What's the point of that? The 2 runes are where you are and where you're going to be. So if you've got things going on that you want an answer to, you need to relax while I'm doing it and put those thoughts out. And somehow, through the cosmos, through the gods and goddesses, you will get your answer. Well, I hope you will get your answer. It normally works out that these rune readings or card readings or any sort of reading will seem to go through the screen to the person it needs to reach. So I'm hoping, guys, that you will get something from it. And so what we're going to do is go straight into it now. We're still in Cancer, we're still waxing. So if you've got any projects on the go, start to up that energy as it waxes further and further and further to the full moon. And then the more energy you put in, the more effort you put in, the more you'll reap at the end of it. Okay guys, now you can see it's all laid down here, and what we want to do is we want to turn them all around. Even if you're new to rune reading, it really doesn't matter. Mistakes can be made. Now I'm taking the Odin suggestion, so we want to put that to one side. Can you see that? I'm just putting that to one side. Okay, now you don't have to have a crystal on a chain. You can use your own necklace. You can use it because it has power in it. So what you do is you hold it and you ask, give us the right rune to pick today for the present, for all who are watching. Hail Odin. And then you wait and you'll see it start to go around. So as you do that, you move your hand, and when it stops, it's the one to go to, and then it will stop when it's ready. Okay, or it will change position. Now it's gone straight to Isa, so we put that to one side and we say, now hail to the gods, hail Odin, enable us to find the next rune for the near future. Thank you. And again it will start to go around. And we'll just go around, and it is quite large circles this time. It's like it's searching, and that's what we need to be doing. Show me the right one. Sometimes it can take time. There we go. So you're going on to that one there. Okay, which is, La Goose. Okay. So we take all the other runes to one side now. But we have Odin stone, and we have these 2, guys, Isa. Then we have La Goose and Odin's stone, which is the clear one. It's not actually Odin's rune, it's just a clear stone, which means it has the insight of Odin. So I don't class that as a stone, guys. I don't class that at all. So we want to ask now, which one should we use? So I'm going to hold that above, and I'm going to ask, show me the one for the present, which I did ask before, but I want to clarify it. pick the one that should go first. Okay, so it's going round and round. Do you see how it suddenly goes over? There you go. It's clarifying that Isa is the first one. So we know the second one is Lagus. Now Isa is the ice rune. And Lagus is the water rune. We have Isa, the ice rune, which normally is all about stagnation or standing still, you know, being frozen in time as such. It is all about freezing, lack of change, stagnation, lack of emotion, storing things in your mind and binding across dangers in your life. In other words, sitting there almost frozen. We have to be careful because it's dangerous. Ice is dangerous. It's something that we can slip on, we can hurt ourselves on, or it can freeze us so that we are numb from everything. Ice is very dangerous, and so we have to be cautious. It may look beautiful, but it is a slippery slope, showing you examples of how it can be. It also means that you may have to delay things that you're doing at the moment because there may be a reason why you have to do that. So if you've got a project or there's something going on that you need to maybe take a step back, stop for a while and look at what you're doing before you carry on. Or it might feel that you are blocked in some way, that you can't progress further. So that's another thing that you can look into. Maybe there's something in your job or something that you're trying to gain that you're blocked or you feel blocked in. You know, it can also take the heat out of something going on, like if you've had an argument or there's a family problem, that you've been angered, the ice will calm it down and protect you against being emotionally over the top. It also means it could be a relationship cooling, that you decided that whatever relationship you're in, it's time to start to stop it or take another look at it, not understanding where you're at with it. And it's not a bad thing to be doing something like that, guys. So it could be a period of non-action, you know. You might be just in a rut. And, you know, don't take anything for granted. And don't be afraid to show these feelings, because it will benefit you in the long run. It could be something that you need to do. Things appear to be at a standstill, and it's not right to force the issues in any of this until it's the right time. You have to have patience and wisdom, because it might be that you really do need to be in this position at the moment. I feel that this is not a bad standing still, but for all of you out there, it's a time for you to think about yourselves, to think about what you want in life rather than those around you. So it's not a time to abandon your goals or your relationships, but it's an opportunity to strengthen them and maybe walk forwards in a different way. You know, regrets can hold us back. So take charge of yourself. And surely as winter goes into spring and then summer, so can this rune. Seek its energies, guys. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of standing still. Okay, so now we're going to go on to Lagus. So we take that one away. Lagus. Lagoose is very emotional. It's water. Again, a form of ice because it's water. And that is emotion. And so it's a cleansing type of ocean or water or lake. It's cleansing, and it comes in like tides, comes backwards and forwards, so that emotion will ebb and flow. Again, you may be travelling through your thoughts, you may be overthinking things, which means we have to be consistent. What you've got to remember, guys, is that water is a vital part of our lives. We cannot exist without it, but it's also a constant danger. Look at tidal waves, look at rain and water banks bursting and flooding, look at people that drown. Again, we have to be realistic. Water is emotion, but emotions become too much sometimes for some people, so we have to take risks sometimes. But we also have to be a bit fluid in our lives and not be stuck in our what's going on, that we're right, we're always right, because no, we're not always right. And this can represent the unconscious, intuitive and psychic abilities as well. So you might find that with Lagoose you can, well, attune yourself to what you really are, who you really are, and really start to flow as you're meant to get an emotional balance. And that comes from your life being in a balance and a harmony with all that's around you. You know, what about your diet? What about how you are existing? Are you getting enough sleep? Are you eating the right foods? Is there areas that you can change so that you are more in balance around you? You know, embrace change. Don't be stagnant like in Isa. It's a time to be fluid. It's water. So you need to be consistent in your life. But if you are going through a bad time, it's like the storm and flood waters and waves, destruction, action, danger. But I don't think it is that, guys, because it wasn't upside down. So we can, you know, be assured that this is a passing phase. Now, all I can do with this one is to think about what Odin would think. The significance of these two runes will lead you to an understanding of yourself. And don't ignore the message because you don't like the content. Lessons are always taught in our lives, so we need to acknowledge the truth within them. And you can't be more blunt than that. So that's the reading, guys. I hope it's helped you in some way. Sometimes we get harsh lessons through the runes. Sometimes they come through with something you're not expecting. But for all those that it has touched today, I hope you get some understanding of where you're at and what you can do to aid that. Hold those runes if you've got some runes and try to meditate on it yourself and see what you're coming up with. And there I will leave it today. I hope today will be lovely. The weather could be a lot better. Amazing, really. We was hoping for great weather with this Jubilee coming up, but who knows, it might be nice on the day. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Hope you're all well. Wherever you are, whatever time of day, night or evening it may be, I wish you the best ever. House of Alang.